Okay, so chicken salad. I have a special way of roasting my chicken breasts, and if you've watched the show before, you know how I do this. I also have the secret way to do it in my cookbook, but basically I line up those chicken breasts depending on how many I'm doing. This recipe calls for 4 boneless, skinless chicken breast halves, but you know, if you're having a big shower, I would, you know, double, triple, quadruple the recipe. You know, it depends how many people you're having, and the leftovers on this chicken salad will keep in your fridge for a couple of days. Chicken salad is actually best made a good day ahead, so this is perfect for a shower. But anyway, I line up my chicken breasts on some foil, drizzle it with some olive oil, season with some salt and pepper, make a foil packet, roast it off in the oven, and that's actually an easy way to do chicken for chicken breast. So that's, I think, the easiest way to do it. It keeps it full of flavor, and boiling it and poaching it, I just don't think that's the way to go. So I've got 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts here that Deb has beautifully chopped up, diced up. You can also shred it, but it is cooled and ready to roll. All right, so we're going to start putting the dressing together. And I always start with about a cup of mayonnaise. You can always add more. So we're going to start working on the dressing. Got a little bit extra. And if you're making this ahead of time, a good day ahead of time, I always taste test it right before I'm serving it, because sometimes things, if you refrigerate them and they're covered in their fridge overnight, especially pasta salads, potato salads, they may kind of soak up some of that mayo, so you can always add a little bit more right before you're serving it. Okay, so I've got some mayonnaise, salt and pepper. Going to eyeball it for now and do a pinch. This is that great combination of 1 cup of kosher salt to 1 tablespoon of coarse ground black pepper that we always keep on hand here, and it makes just seasoning things so easy. I've got some lemon juice, about a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. I don't want to get any seeds in there, so I see them one right now. I'm just going to, not going to measure, I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. And I usually put some sort of a lemon juice or something like that, some sort of an acid in my chicken salad, because I think it just, that mayonnaise is so rich. I'm going to do a little bit more, that it makes it just, gives it a lot of great flavor and makes it not quite as rich. There we go. I'd say that's about a tablespoon, wouldn't you? All right, and the last thing we're going to put in here, this is, this chicken salad has some basil in it. It's also got, like I say, it's a cashew chicken salad, so it's really yummy. It's got some great flavor. So I've got about 6 or so basil leaves. And I'm going to just, this is the way I chop basil. There's a fancy word for it. It's called chiffonade, but I just kind of stack it up, roll it up, like you'd roll a cigar. Not that I would have any idea how to do that. That's what it kind of reminds me of. And then I just make these thin ribbon slices. It smells so good. And that's going to go in there with the mayonnaise. So lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, fresh basil, salt and pepper, and mayonnaise. I'm just going to whisk that together, get that all combined, and I'm just going to start dumping in the rest of the ingredients. Yeah, I can tell it's going to leave a little more mayo. I can just tell. So that was about a cup and a quarter. We've got a lot of chicken here, so. All righty. Now, let's get on to the rest of the ingredients. In goes our chicken. That's our 4 skinless, boneless chicken breast halves that we've roasted up and diced up. I like a lot of crunch in my chicken salad, so I'm going to do about 4 stalks of celery. Just dice that up. If you have a good chicken salad or a good shower recipe or ladies' luncheon recipe, let me know about it. Email me your recipes. I love getting them. So I'm just going to dice this up. We don't want real big pieces. You know, this is going to go on a sandwich, so got to kind of keep that in mind. Okay. I do a lot of chicken salad in the summer because I can make a big batch of it like on a Sunday and then have it for a few days in the fridge, and we can, you know, pack it up for picnics or take it to the beach for lunch. And just like I say, Bob is a huge fan of it. So I do a lot of different variations, but this one is really fun because of the nuts. So speaking of crunch, we have the celery in here, and we also have about a half a cup of just cashews, which are really nice. You could do almonds, you could do pecans, but this is a cashew chicken salad, so we're going to stick with the cashews. I've got 3 scallions that I'm going to add, and this is going to give that little bit of onion flavor, and we're going to use both the green and the white part without being too oniony. So a lot of nice flavors going on in here with the basil, cashews, scallions. And this is, you know, all chicken salads, like I say, I really think at least make it a few hours ahead of time so that flavor can really get in there. But if you're having a party, you could make this for sure 24 hours a day ahead and even up to 2 days ahead. I wouldn't do it much more than that. All right, let's get those scallions in there. Just want to give them a rough chop. Perfect. Bob doesn't like, you know, a lot of raw onion in like chicken or tuna salad, but this is a great way to get a little bit of that great onion flavor in here without too much onion. And then the last ingredient in a lot of my chicken salads, I put some sort of a fruit. I do a Door County chicken salad with dried Door County cherries, which is out of this world. Sometimes I do a pineapple, a pecan chicken salad. I got to do that one for you guys. I don't think I've done that one on the show before. That's really, really good. I also do a chicken salad that has grapes and tarragon in it. Wow, is that a good one? But this one, I'm going to do grapes, and I think it's going to really work nicely with the cashews. My tarragon and grape chicken salad, I use red grapes. This one, because we've got all this green going on, I thought I'd stick with the green grapes. So I've just taken about a cup and a half of, this is a cup and a half of sliced green grapes. So we're going to be all green here and pretty. Now I'm just going to mix it all together. Make sure that mayo dressing coats all of the grapes and the cashews. Are you a chicken salad lover, Deb?
I do like chicken salad,
I
and
do
this one
too.
looks like a winner.
You know, and it's one of those things where every time I make it, I say, why don't I make this more often? I definitely, like I say, make it more in the summer. But it's just, I think it's kind of like, oh, I got to roast the chicken breasts. So if you do it like on a Sunday, which is my big cooking day, and you know you're going to be making a chicken casserole that week anyway, just roast off a few extra chicken breasts, you know, and
Makes it easy.
Yeah, absolutely. I love to send Bob to work with lunch because he's on the road a lot. He's an attorney, so he's in different courthouses all over, and he works. I mean, we're talking right next door to 2 fast food restaurants. And I love to be able to say, oh, here's your lunch for you. I don't always do it. Sometimes I have those mornings where it just doesn't happen, or you know, I just don't have anything to give him for lunch. But he always calls me if I pack chicken salad in his lunch. So, oh, that was a really good lunch. Okay, I know the weight of his heart, chicken salad. Let's start putting these guys together, these sandwiches together. Went to the bakery at Festival and picked up these lovely mini croissants rolls. Aren't they pretty? Certainly, you know, if this is for you, you could do the big guys, or you could just split the regular sized croissant rolls in half. But I think that these are so cute. And I'm just going to start piling them up. I've got a pretty platter, and I'm going to do a leaf of lettuce. And that's the one thing with this recipe. You can have the chicken salad all done, you can have the rolls split, your lettuce cleaned, but I wouldn't assemble these until too much before your guests get there, because we don't want them to get soggy. So basically a little bit of lettuce on the bottom of the sandwich. These are really big leaves, so we'll kind of cut them in half. And scoop of this cashew basil chicken salad. And I'm just going to mound up this platter with these, and let me tell you, the ladies are absolutely going to love them. I better get busy making this sandwich tray. We've got some hungry guests this morning. Recipe for this you can find on our website. You can also pick it up at any Festival Foods.